Jami, how's it going today?
Good, it's been busy.
Boy, tell me about it. It's been a crazy, crazy week for me too.
Hey, you guys are
Crazy.
both really busy, listings and
Yeah.
buyers in contract. I hear a lot of agents right now that are talking about how slow they are, but our team is certainly not feeling it, are we?
No, still busy, still got clients buying, still got clients selling, so.
Yeah, look for 2 new listings from my clients coming up here in the next month, so that's great.
And I just had one close a couple weeks ago, and I've got one that's gonna close in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
So, and it was kind of a touch and go one, but thank goodness for our local lender, she was able to pull it off.
yeah.
So we get to close on time, so.
So let's talk about that because yours was an appraisal issue and I recently had an appraisal issue
Yep.
as well. Matt has been lucky enough to have appraisal waivers, so we're
Yep.
still seeing those in the market, right? And
Yeah.
everybody knows what an appraisal waiver is, basically that they can waive having an appraisal done, which is a great place to be. As far as the appraisal issues, you wanna share what you dealt with?
Well, okay, so the particular home that I'm talking about had no well. So they had their water hauled in, and that was an issue when it come to getting it lended.
Yeah.
Funded,
Yep.
excuse me, funded. So one particular, funding place couldn't do it because of certain guidelines that they had to follow. So they weren't able to get it funded, so we went to a different lender here in town, and she was able to get it done within a week.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was
Good.
like, thank goodness for her.
Well, that's one of the reasons why having a good team of lenders is really important.
Yep.
Yes, very important,
Yep.
and local lenders is very important too. We actually had one deal almost fall through because they wouldn't even consider the offer because it was not a local lender. So we had to hurry up and drop the lender that they originally had.
The online lender.
Yeah, the online lender, and get a local lender, and she's worked miracles. So, yeah, it's very, very
Local
important.
is huge, as well as having, and that's why there's so many different lenders, because all of them have some different guidelines, some are the same, but you know, different rates, different guidelines, different experience amongst the loan officers. Some are more experienced with some of this creative financing that is needed. My deal just recently, luckily stayed together, cause again, having a great lender, where the appraisal came in low. And so that is something that we haven't seen in many years, was low appraisals, that I think that we will start seeing more of. Hence, we're also seeing lower, or more price reductions and lower list prices currently.
Yeah, we're pushing up there in that, 25 to 30 day, listing time right now, so at certain price points are obviously different, but yeah, we're seeing days on market get higher and prices starting to kind of stagnate, so it's ever changing, but kind of interesting to see the different price points do different things.
Matt, what's your recommendation on your listings for list price? Because obviously, the biggest concern that sellers have, especially right now with the turmoil in the market, is they still want to be able to get as much money as they
Yeah.
can. What's the marketing price? I would say list price is really a marketing
Yeah.
price. What is your strategy?
Well, the strategy that's worked for us recently has been to come in just under, marketable value or comparable marketable value, and try to offer more, give the buyers a sense you're getting more for the value. Not trying to push that high limit of what the home prices are, and try to get more right off the bat. We've seen lower marketing price, list price has attracted more buyers, and then more buyers come, and then the offers go up from there. So try not to push the price from the get-go, just kind of hang back and give it a good number, and then it'll attract more buyers.
I would say our buyers that are looking in university, most of the listings have also been 30 to 50,000 below where I would say probably true market value is. So we're still seeing that typical seller's market marketing strategy of list it low, and you will get multiple offers that will bid up to that higher number that you're hoping for. And I know that's scary for sellers to commit to.
Yep. Yeah, you try to explain that to the sellers, and they're like, well, if we don't ask this, we'll never get it. It's like, don't trust us, you will. We just have to do it this strategy, so.
And they're not obligated to accept any
No,
offer.
that's right, yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah, you don't have to accept an offer just because it comes in, but, every situation's different, but, yep, that's what we see.
And definitely seeing buyers. They're not sitting back waiting to see what happens with the market. There are many buyers that are still pushing forward and looking. Just met with a new buyer this morning, that's really excited to get started looking. It's anxious and, you know, nervous, but that's normal of any market.
Exactly,
Yeah.
no matter what the interest is, it's still kind of a scary.
Yeah, how about your buyers? Have they all been kind of anxious and
They have been,
nervous?
and, you know, really haven't even asked that much about the interest rates. That what they do mostly is they just figure out what they can afford
Sure.
and what they're comfortable with.
So we would
their
call that more payment driven
Yeah,
than
Yep.
rate driven.
exactly,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
so, and knowing that eventually if, they can always refinance
Mhm.
if need be.
Yeah.
You know, and I try to tell them, you know, right now is a good time to buy because you're building your own wealth. And again, you can refinance if you need to be, so, yeah.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you're paying someone else's mortgage instead of your own.
That's been what
Yeah.
they've been saying for
Mhm.
decades, and it's
Yeah.
still true today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you rent, your interest rate is 100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, I've actually had quite a few buyers and, my open houses have been paying off. My last 3 closings were from open houses. And so not only do I meet awesome people, but I also make friends.
Yeah.
So this one I'm dealing with right now, as soon as they get settled in their new house, he wants to invite us up for a barbecue.
Oh,
So, yeah, we
that's
really
my
hit it
favorite
off.
though. I would say
Yeah.
all of our clients, we experience that
Mhm.
as far as our clients become our friends, our
Yeah.
family. In fact, we just helped out a past client yesterday who said, you guys are our friends, and it just is such a good feeling.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
But
is.
been to lots of barbecues over the years, open house, or, housewarming parties, and, I love the open houses, and I love that you do it. When I first started in the business, that's where I really grew my database and developed some amazing relationships based on open houses, and they really do work. There's a lot of realtors that don't feel that they do help sell the home, but it really does give an opportunity for the community to come in and have somebody that's knowledgeable, that they can ask questions, that there's no pressure. And I think that really just sets you off on a good foot with that client of instantly trusting you.
Mhm.
And they get to see face. I'm a big fan of the face to face.
Yeah, absolutely, and, the importance of communicating is, I'm on it, you call me, I'm on it right now. So, yeah, they appreciate that a lot, so.
Absolutely. Matt,
um,
what's your clients appreciating right now about you that you do? Things that you do within your business, aspects that you bring to the table?
Just being communicative to them and keeping them in the loop on all aspects of the transaction, but also making it very personal. You know, making a personal interaction with them every time, letting them know that I care about, you know, their well-beings, and, you know, they're not just a number for me, it's a personal interaction. And knowing that I care so much, they really appreciate that, so.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I went up and, met with the inspector yesterday, or excuse me, Wednesday, and my buyers right now are from Klamath Falls, so they couldn't be here. And so I took a video and showed them how much of the flowers were blooming, and they just really appreciate it. Showed them the little barn cats that they're going to adopt once they close. So they were very, very appreciative of that, and they got a big kick out of that. And I even showed them a picture, snapped a picture of the guy digging the hole in the septic. I thought that was pretty cute, so. Anyway, yeah.
We're still seeing a lot of out-of-town buyers. That's a good point.
Mhm.
We're seeing a lot of out-of-town buyers still, so being able to help them feel like they're here when they can't
Yeah,
be here.
absolutely,
Yep.
that's why they really got a kick out of the videos, so. So
Yeah.
maybe I was a little pesty because I kept sending them more and more of the different things, but they got a good kick out of it, so.
Yeah, I would
appreciate
imagine
it.
so.